are basically like ailerons on an airplane. They're going to adjust for level during certain conditions, whether you're cutting across the wake or that. They can react very, very funny. They can make you feel like you're going to lay this boat over on its side and everybody's going to fall out. My wife, she just goes crazy when I do that. The thing is, the best way to resolve the issue is you go back from what you did, go to the other side. More often than not, you're going to just pull back on the throttle and let the thing settle down and start over. It will take a while for you to get used to. These are not something you hold your finger down on, you know, like, it's more like pressing the elevator button, beep, beep, and you get them to move, and that will level out the boat. You will kind of feel at different speeds because the ailerons are all on pressure, or the trim tabs are on pressure. The faster you go, speed's not going to take you out of it, what I'm saying. It's going to make it accentuate more because you're getting more pressure on one of those trim tabs that's down and the other one is up, just depending on which way you think you want to level the thing out. Most of the time when you're going to use these, the trim tabs, is when you're compensating for more people sitting on one side of the boat or the other. The other thing that will change the attitude of the boat is the drive unit. There again too, you always want to start with the drive all the way down, just like on your boat. Say you're pulling a skier out of the water. A lot of times you will just leave it in that position. Say if you're pulling a tuber or something, you're only doing 20 miles an hour, do that. When you start bringing the drive up, you're changing the attitude of the hull of the boat and that. So basically you're lessening up the resistance of the hull in the water. You're not forcing the boat into the water like the drive does. Once you get it up to a certain trim level, say if you just guys are going to cruise around it, and most of the time you will find that you're going to spend a lot of time doing just what we're doing right now. Yeah. Just, you know, kind of appraising real estate. If you're running over to Arrow Point or you're coming back over here for dinner, you're probably going to run this boat up to about 25, 28 miles an hour and be good with it. Very seldom are you going to be out there just wanting to go as fast as you can go. This boat with this drive will probably run, I'm saying, right around 42 miles an hour with the Bravo 3. Top speed at sea level with the Bravo 2 drive, which is just a single prop, but it's the bigger prop, runs about 37 miles an hour at sea level. So you're probably going to get 40, 42. The other thing is, in any boat, and you've experienced this, speedometers are not like in our cars where they get physical, it's all on pressure. They're fairly accurate, but they're not, I mean, 2-3 miles an hour either way on this. So if you're looking here that, wow, we're going 45 miles an hour, really kind of doubt it. Could be, I'm not going to argue with it, but, you know, it's not something that, you know, I would buy drinks over a bed, you know.
Now what's the top RPMs on this?
Top RPMs on this, you're going to run, most of these are about 49 to 5,000. The boat does have a rev limiter. We do not experience any rev limiter problems at our altitude. Usually you're going to get this boat up, you know, top 49. And it doesn't hurt to throttle it out of the hole because it takes a lot of horsepower to turn one of these drives. Probably takes more horsepower, I would maybe even guess, than, you know, the rear wheels of a lot of two-wheel drive cars. And so, you know, you're going to see, you know, 300 horse engine. But, and you'll notice when I'm coming up out of the water, and I'll let both of you guys drive it. You know, are you going to be the primary driver? Or?
I'm going to have to learn this one too.
Yeah. And the thing is about these boats, it's all about getting out and practicing.
Right.
Just like I told Charlie and Christy, that you know what? Throw a bumper out in the water. Go see if you can pick it up.
Wow.
You know, do those types of things. Get away from the docks.
Yeah.
Pretend there's a dock there.
Yeah.
Set up a bumper and pretend you're coming in there. And it's all about practice, because every single boat, I don't care if I go out in 10 185s, every one of them is going to have a little bit of a different personality.
Yeah, Christy said it was practice, practice, practice.
And you are sitting up a lot higher in the boat, so the lean does feel a lot more. And it takes a little while to adjust to that.